Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Saturday morning, 9:30ish, and I have to leave in about a half an hour. Long day at work again yesterday. It's just going to be brutal for the next few weeks, which, is a bit of a problem since this is the most exciting time for my readings leading up to this election that we've got coming up. But I'll do the best I can do to balance all of it. Last night, the balance was heavily weighted towards work. I did go out with my son for dinner, so that ate into the evening. But I worked until about midnight last night to get the stuff done. I said I was going to get done before the end of the day, and I got done 8 minutes before the end of the day. May not have been the business day at 5 p.m., but it was the calendar day. In the end, it got it done. All right. Enough about my personal life, but I've had no videos up last night. I was done. I went to bed and slept hard. I'll put up this video this morning just as an appetizer for the ones I'll record later today. I'm going to go over to my brother's house, get a haircut, go to my brother's house. We'll record 7 videos, and I'll come back here and try and do another 1 or 2 on top of that. John Testor, Tim Sheehy, Montana, Senator race. More information's been coming out. For those unaware, Tim Sheehy was a former Navy SEAL, and he said he had got a bullet in the arm while he was serving in Afghanistan, I believe. A park ranger from Montana, from near Glacier, reported that Tim Sheehy accidentally shot himself in Glacier National Park. The story goes something like he fell down and a gun discharged and he shot himself in the arm. And Sheehy was cited and fined $525 for this. The Sheehy camp is dismissing it as just some partisan Democrat making stuff up about Sheehy. Sheehy said, "Oh no, I got in Afghanistan. I didn't want to report it though because it was friendly fire and I didn't want my friends to get in trouble." But, here's the thing. You're in Montana. Now, maybe Montana isn't different than any other place. I don't suspect it is. I suspect that, what you have are people that are, rugged individuals. They like their Navy SEALs. They like John Testor because he's a rancher there. Where Tim Sheehy is from Minnesota. He's not from the area. But they probably don't like is stolen valor. What they probably don't like is somebody saying something happened one way that builds them up as, rugged, and then it happens another way, which builds them up as clumsy. Kind of like Stuart Rhodes of the Oath Keepers with his eye patch. I don't think he ever made up a story about it, but he got that eye patch not because, he got shot in the eye by some sniper, but he was cleaning his gun. He shot himself in the face because he's a ass. Hello. Yeah, you want to come up? What is it that you want to see? She's coming up. So this could be one of those things. Elle, that's a lovely porthole you're giving me there. Here, everybody can see you. Say hello. I don't think the folks in Montana are going to be real thrilled about this. Now, for other states, it may not matter that much what's going on with how he got the arm wound versus how he didn't get the arm wound. But in Montana, that might make a difference. That might be all the difference. So let's take a look and see what the energy is looking like around the Montana race with John Testor. The Democrats really, really, really could stand to hold on to this seat. It's a tight race. And holding on to that seat and holding on to the Senate really is the key to the Harris administration getting legislation passed. Otherwise, if the Republicans take the Senate, they're going to gum up the works with everything. So for entertainment purposes only, just checking to make sure my microphone's working. Come on down. Let's look at the... I want to look at the... actually, let's look at the energy around these allegations that Tim Sheehy's lying. And that his wound did not come the way he said it was going to come, and how people are going to react to that. Carpetbagger coming in, lying about his wounds. Okay, 6 of Swords. Talking about Carpetbagger. There's some controversy here. People are going to want to, Montana voters are going to kind of want to understand what's going on. This is their kind of controversy. And they want to know how this guy got injured. Because guess what? And it's one of those Midwestern type, not that Montana's, I don't think it's really Midwestern, but it's one of those Midwestern sensibilities, or one of those conservative state sensibilities that, they like the rugged individuals, but they expect them to be honest, truthful, and straightforward with them. Shoot them straight. Don't shoot yourself in the arm and say somebody else did it. They want straight shooters here. And this is the kind of stuff that actually bothers them, especially if they're going to vote for you. And you got some guy coming in from out of state saying he got injured, not in a way that he got injured, and the person who's reporting it is a park ranger. Again, somebody that's probably fairly respected, a profession that's fairly respected in Montana. Now, Montana, I assure you, not having lived there, but I assure you, the last thing they want is a bunch of government folks and park rangers. They don't want the government there. But the government that they do want there, they want them to be like law enforcement, like a park ranger. And the reason is they want to make sure that the park rangers are holding people that do stupid stuff to the environment to account. People that are illegally camping, burning when they're not supposed to be burning, not following the rules. They like their law enforcement and their park rangers for enforcing stuff like that. Because I think, generally speaking, the folks there, they like it simple, straightforward, follow the rules, and everybody's fine. Everybody will mind their own business and leave you the heck alone. But when you come in here from a different place, lying about stuff, they are not going to dig that. In the past, you got the Knight of Swords. This information kind of came out of the blue. It's been actually out there for a while, but I think what's happening is this is telling me it's building steam. It's building steam about the lies and the misinformation, the deception. It's like a deception that's happening there. And again, the Montana people are going to be such, they don't like being lied to. It's a small enough population that relies on honesty and being forthright. And that's anything but that. Overarching energy is the Knight of Wands. If you're going to lie about something like this, you'll lie about other stuff. So they look down the road and they make the connection that, if we can't trust this guy with this story, can we trust him with the keys of our state? They trust John Testor. They may not like the fact that he doesn't wear a red hat, but they trust him. And Testor's even said, look at my record, man. I don't always vote with the Democrats. If anything, he's what Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin's a Democrat that's really a Republican. He's what Joe Manchin should have been. Overarching energy is the Queen of Cups. The story has been the story's being released. The emotions being opened up here. I think this might actually. I don't think while the Sheehy camp is trying to put a cap on it, I don't think they're going to be wildly successful here. The outcome is the Nine of Cups. Is this Sheehy sitting there looking smug, like I got this, or is this the Montana voter saying, you know what, I see you for who you are? We'll see. But again, Montana voters, they will come together. They will vote for John Testor if they don't trust Sheehy. So this is a gap. This is a weakness. This is a chink in Sheehy's defenses and his armor that can be exploited by the John Testor, especially with only 2 weeks to go. Okay. Will the voters in Montana move away from Tim Sheehy because of this incident and their concerns that there may be more deceptions? Basically, do they find him untrustworthy and therefore will move away from him? That's where I'm going with this. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Cards are flipping up. There's going to be a Knight of Swords in here, just like in the past. Okay. Will they trust him? Will they move on from him? The foundation of the reading is the Nine of Coins. looking. It's a card of wealth, a card of appreciation for the things that you have. Crossed with the Seven of Wands. Okay, who's gonna basically? You've got nice things. Who's gonna continue to fight for your nice things? And underneath it all is the Fool card, because you could vote for Tim Sheehy and he's the new guy coming in, but it might be a foolish choice and he walks off if you do that. I guess I'm saying with John Testor, they have a known quantity and the economy's doing well and he can run on stuff like that. Do you want to be foolish or do you really want to take that new journey? In the past, the Eight of Coins. Yeah, no, Testor, he's a rancher. I believe he's a rancher. He works hard for the people there. Folks are making money. Things are going all right in Montana. Ace of Swords. Current situation. They could want a new way of doing things. Going with Sheehy. They could say, hey, we got everything going well. Why would we change horses midstream when everything is going well? These cards are all going well. Folks in Montana are doing all right. Overarching energy is the Eight of Wands. But now you get this information in, and it's coming in quickly about Tim Sheehy. That, he may not be who he represents himself to be. There's your Knight of Swords. This card was flipping up. The lesson to be learned is the Knight of Swords. Do you want to make a rash decision? Do we really want to go with the new guy over the tried and true reliable guy? Now, I will say many things about Montanans, but I don't think we're going to call them, progressives. Folks up for radical change. I don't think that's there. I think from the looks of this so far, it looks like John Testor is doing all right. Outcome is the Hangman. Throwing yourself under the bus or taking a new look at things. God, this race, actually, this race is going to be really close. And it really depends on this card. With this spread, I cannot call it. The Hangman could be that, okay, we've got more information on Tim Sheehy, and he's not who we thought he was. He's not who they represented him. Or they could say, you know what? We want to give this new guy a chance. The thing that's working for John Testor, economy's doing well, and he fights for the rights of Montanans. He's been carrying that sword. Okay, we'll do a four-parter. On election day, or on the day after the election, or the week after the election. Let's go with the week after the election, right? Hopefully all the votes will be counted by then. How was John Testor feeling? How was Tim Sheehy feeling? I'll throw a challenge card as a clarifier type thing. Let's see. Signifier. Challenge reading. The victor. Thanks, Spirit. You do make life easier for me. John Testor. Strength card. Knight of Wands. That was that overarching energy before. Got a plan. The Hermit. Going forward. Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Boy, this could go either way. This could be, taking of showing your strength with the victory and lighting the path forward. Going together with your plan. Thank you, folks, for basically we've had a great time together. At the same time, this could be like maintaining your strength because you've been asked to leave, and you'll leave in an orderly fashion, and you thank the folks for the time they're there. This could go either way. In other words, he will be a gracious winner or a gracious loser. Tim Sheehy. Eight of Swords. Again, that could go either way too. But of these two cards, with a pair of major arcana, things are looking good for John Testor. Eight of Swords. You're trapped. You're victimized. Page of Pentacles. The Moon card. Page of Wands. Oh, and the double card underneath here. Okay, so you got the victory over, with underlying is the rotten behavior. Now, if Tim Sheehy were elected, now it's like kind of like now what? He's beholden to people. He doesn't know what he's going to do because he owes people favors and he has to do what they say. If Tim Sheehy is elected, basically he's a puppet. He's bought and paid for. If Testor is elected, he's his own person and could do his own things. If this is a Tim Sheehy, that's a Tim Sheehy win and John Testor win. That's what it is. A John Testor loss, he takes it with grace. He moves on, nice and orderly, thanks the people for his time to serve them. If Tim Sheehy loses, he's going to feel like, I just didn't stand a chance here once the truth got revealed about my actions and my values. So, Montana has a choice to make. And the choice to me is that if they vote for Tim Sheehy, they are not going to get what they think they're going to get. They're going to get fool's gold. They're going to get somebody who's bought and paid for, whose answers to somebody else, not them. And if they elect John Testor, they will get somebody who answers to them. So it's going to be a close race. It's going to be a close race. These next 2 weeks are going to matter. That's the energy right now, because right now there's controversy. If that park ranger were to come out and publicly discuss it, take questions or something like that, that could be what finally pushes Tim Sheehy right off the cliff. We'll see. It's going to be close. My gut tells me John Testor will get there. It's going to be tight. That's going to be a tight race. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. I hope you found this reading informative. It is meant for entertainment purposes only, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.